Today, we're exploring the book Fear, Trump in the White House by Bob Woodward.
今天我们探索的书籍是《恐惧：川普入主白宫》，作者鲍布·伍华德。
After watching this video, you will learn.
看完这个视频后，您将学到
1. The legendary journey of Trump.
川普的传奇旅程。
2. Decision-making on foreign policy.
外交政策的决策过程。
3. Trump's communication style and use of Twitter.
川普的沟通风格和推特使用。
4. Efforts to rein in Trump's impulses.
约束川普冲动的努力。任何心得、想法或建议，请在评论区大声说出来。您的回馈对我们的频道超级重要。
Imagine the kind of unpredictable, strong-willed leader we've all encountered at some point. Someone who can be shockingly direct one moment, leaving us scrambling the next.
试想一下，生活中我们都曾遇到过的那种难以捉摸、个性强烈的领导，他时而惊人的直率，时而让人措手不及。
But what happens when that person becomes President of the United States? With Trump's victory in the 2024 election, a new era of confrontation and tension unfolds.
然而，当这样的人成为美国总统时，情况又会如何？在川普成功赢得2024年大选后，随之而来的是充满对抗和冲突的执政局面。
His uniquely personal approach to decision-making challenges his advisors and allies, forcing them to struggle for stability amid the chaos.
他那充满个人风格的决策模式，挑战着他的幕僚和盟友，让他们在混乱中挣扎着，试图维持平衡。
From policies that change overnight to impromptu remarks that shake international relations, this political storm leaves us with an urgent question. Can Trump, with his bold personality and unorthodox methods, once again navigate a complex world?
从朝令夕改的政策到让国际关系晃动的即兴发言，这场即将揭开的政治风暴引发无限好奇。川普能否再一次用他强烈的个性和不拘一格的手段应对这个复杂的世界？
Welcome. Join our loving and patient group as we happily learn English together. Don't miss the quote card at the end of the video.
欢迎您与一群有爱又耐心的伙伴们开心学英文吧！别错过影片尾声的金句卡片。
Prior to the explanation, we must first introduce the author of this book, Bob Woodward, associate editor at The Washington Post since 1971, won 2 Pulitzers, one for his Watergate reporting with Carl Bernstein, and another for his 9/11 coverage.
在讲解之前，必须先介绍一下本书的作者。鲍勃·伍德沃德自1971年起担任《华盛顿邮报》的副主编，赢得了2次普利策奖，一次是与卡尔·伯恩斯坦合作报道水门事件，另一次是因为9/11报道。
He has written 18 best-selling books on U.S. presidents, with 12 reaching number 1.
他撰写了18本关于美国总统的畅销书，其中12本登上了畅销榜首位。
Time magazine called All the President's Men perhaps the most influential piece of journalism in history.
时代杂志称，总统的所有人可能是历史上最具影响力的新闻作品。
Chapter 1. Introduction to the Trump Presidency.
第1章，川普总统任期的介绍。
The beginning of Fear reads almost like a thriller, with Woodward unraveling the fast-paced and often chaotic atmosphere that marked Donald Trump's transition from businessman and television personality to president.
恐惧的开头读起来几乎像一部惊悚片。伍德沃德揭示了唐纳德·川普从商人和电视名人到总统的快速且经常混乱的过渡氛围。
From day one, Trump's White House defied expectations.
从第1天起，川普的白宫就违背了人们的期望。
While most incoming administrations seek guidance and use seasoned experts to smooth the learning curve, Trump's team took a different approach.
虽然大多数新上任的政府寻求指导并利用经验丰富的专家来平滑学习曲线，但川普的团队采取了不同的方法。
A mix of outsiders and loyalists populated the West Wing, eager to fulfill Trump's vision but often lacking government experience.
一群局外人和忠诚者充斥着蜥蜴，渴望实现川普的愿景，但往往缺乏政府经验。
In the first few months, the administration faced an immediate culture clash.
在最初的几个月里，政府面临着直接的文化冲突。
Traditional norms were discarded as Trump applied his own impulsive style of leadership, leading to staffers walking on eggshells.
传统规范被抛弃，因为川普运用了他自己冲动的领导风格，导致员工如履薄冰。
His decisions often appeared erratic, generating confusion within his own ranks.
他的决策常常显得不稳定，在他自己的队伍内部产生困惑。
At one point, former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is said to have called Trump a moron in a moment of frustration.
据说有一次，前国务卿雷克斯·蒂勒森在一时的沮丧中称川普为白痴。
The source of this tension was Trump's insistence on making snap decisions without consulting experts, a reality that forced staff to adjust rapidly.
这种紧张的根源在于，川普坚持在不咨询专家的情况下做出快速决策，这一现实迫使员工迅速调整。
Take, for instance, Trump's push to implement the travel ban.
例如，川普推动实施旅行禁令。
According to Woodward, the rollout happened so quickly that it left aides scrambling.
根据伍德沃德的说法，这一政策的推出如此迅速，以至于助手们措手不及。
Chapter 2. Decision-making on foreign policy.
第二章，外交政策的决策。
If the domestic stage was a challenge, Trump's approach to foreign policy was an even greater whirlwind.
如果说国内舞台是一个挑战，那么川普的外交政策方法就是一个更大的旋风。
Woodward describes how Trump would make statements that left his national security team wide-eyed.
伍德沃德描述了川普如何发表让他的国家安全团队目瞪口呆的声明。
North Korea became one of Trump's top priorities. He wanted a solution, and he wanted it fast.
朝鲜成为川普的首要任务之一，他想要一个解决方案，而且他想要快速解决。
In a tense meeting, Trump reportedly demanded options for military action, prompting Defense Secretary James Mattis to explain just how devastating a strike could be.
在一次紧张的会议上，据报道，川普要求提供军事行动的选择，促使国防部长詹姆斯·马蒂斯解释打击可能有多么毁灭性。
One of the most gripping stories involves Trump's exchanges with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
最引人入胜的故事之一涉及川普与朝鲜领导人金正恩的交流。
Trump vacillated between hostility and warmth, leading to moments of tension as his team scrambled to control the situation.
川普在敌意和温暖之间摇摆不定，导致他的团队在紧张时刻争先恐后地控制局势。
Advisors found themselves navigating Trump's erratic stances, particularly with his idea of personally reaching out to Kim.
顾问们发现自己在应对川普不稳定的立场，特别是他亲自接触金正恩的想法。
In one chilling example, the administration drafted a letter that, if sent, could have easily escalated tensions with North Korea.
在一个令人毛骨悚然的例子中，政府起草了一封信，如果发送出去，可能会轻易加剧与朝鲜的紧张局势。
Recognizing the risks, staff quietly intervened to block it.
意识到风险，员工悄悄介入阻止了他。
Chapter 3. Trump's communication style and use of Twitter.
第三章，川普的沟通风格和使用推特。
In fear, Trump's Twitter account looms large, becoming both a weapon and a source of tension within his own administration.
在恐惧中，川普的推特账户显得尤为重要，成为他自己政府内部的一种武器和紧张来源。
Known for his unpredictable tweets, Trump used the platform to comment on everything from policy to personal grievances, often catching his own advisors off guard.
以其不可预测的推文闻名，川普利用该平台评论从政策到个人不满的一切，经常让自己的顾问措手不及。
For instance, when Trump tweeted about banning transgender individuals from the military, even the Pentagon was blindsided.
例如，当川普推文宣布禁止变性人参军时，甚至五角大楼也被打了个措手不及。
The tweet led to immediate confusion and set off a scramble as aides tried to clarify the policy.
这条推文立即引起混乱，助理们试图澄清政策，争先恐后。
Woodward vividly portrays these incidents as tense moments in the White House, showing how aides worked frantically to manage the fallout.
伍德沃德生动地描绘了这些事件在白宫的紧张时刻，展示了助手们如何疯狂地努力应对后果。
At times, they were able to intervene and convince Trump to delete tweets or tone down his statements.
有时，他们能够介入并说服川普删除推文或缓和他的言论。
However, his staff had little control over his online persona, which seemed to reflect his most unfiltered self.
然而，他的员工对他的在线形象控制不多，这似乎反映了他最不加掩饰的自我。
The impact of Trump's tweets was profound. They could rally his base, anger allies, and rattle markets, all with a few keystrokes.
川普推文的影响深远，他们可以团结他的基础，激怒盟友，动摇市场，仅需几次击剑。
One memorable episode involved Trump's reaction to a book written by his former advisor Steve Bannon.
一个令人难忘的事件涉及川普对其前顾问史蒂夫·班农所写的一本书的反应。
Trump tweeted a scathing rebuke, calling Bannon sloppy Steve and claiming that he lost his mind.
川普发推文严厉谴责，称班农为邋遢的史蒂夫，并声称他失去了理智。
The outburst shocked even those accustomed to Trump's impulsive style, and Woodward uses it to illustrate how Trump's emotional impulses had far-reaching consequences.
这次爆发甚至让那些习惯于川普冲动风格的人感到震惊。伍德沃德用它来说明川普的情感冲动如何带来深远的后果。
Trump's tweets about the Mueller investigation prompted his legal team to conduct damage control, fearing that he might accidentally incriminate himself.
川普关于穆勒调查的推文促使他的法律团队进行损害控制，担心他可能会不小心自证其罪。
Woodward's depiction of Trump's social media use highlights the unpredictability it injected into the administration.
伍德沃德对川普社交媒体使用的描绘突出了他给政府带来的不可预测性。
His advisors faced the constant fear that a single tweet could spark a diplomatic incident or alienate an ally, leaving them struggling to keep the administration on track amid the chaos.
他的顾问们面临着持续的恐惧，即一条推文可能引发外交事件或疏远盟友，使他们在混乱中努力保持政府的正常运行。
Chapter 4: Efforts to rein in Trump's impulses.
第4章，努力约束川普的冲动。
Throughout Fear, Woodward introduces us to a cast of White House advisors who, in their view, had taken it upon themselves to protect the president from himself.
在恐惧中，伍德沃德向我们介绍了一群白宫顾问，他们认为自己有责任保护总统不受自己影响。
Figures like Gary Cohn, then director of the National Economic Council, sometimes resorted to extraordinary measures to prevent Trump from making impulsive decisions that could have severe consequences.
像加里·科恩这样的人，当时是国家经济委员会的主任，有时会采取非常措施来防止川普做出可能有严重后果的冲动决策。
Woodward recounts an episode in which Cohn removed documents from Trump's desk to stop him from signing an order to withdraw from the U.S.-South Korea trade agreement.
伍德沃德讲述了一个事件，科恩从川普的桌子上移走文件，以阻止他签署退出美韩贸易协定的命令。
The stakes were high, and Cohn, fearing the impact of such a decision, acted quietly to prevent it.
风险很高，科恩担心这样的决策影响，悄悄地行动以防止它发生。
Trump's wish to leave NATO was another point of contention.
川普希望退出北约是另一个争议点。
Defense Secretary Mattis and other officials worked tirelessly to explain the importance of alliances, but Trump was unmoved.
国防部长马蒂斯和其他官员不懈地解释联盟的重要性，但川普不为所动。
To him, NATO was a bad deal, and his impatience grew with each argument his staff presented.
对他来说，北约是一笔糟糕的交易。随着员工提出的每个论点，他的不耐烦感加剧。
The tension between Trump's desires and his advisors' attempts to control them reveals the central theme of fear, a White House defined by constant negotiation, where key players felt a responsibility to mitigate risk even if it meant defying the president's wishes.
川普的愿望与顾问们试图控制他们之间的紧张关系，揭示了恐惧的中心主题。一个由不断协商定义的白宫，关键人物感到有责任减轻风险，即使这意味着违抗总统的愿望。
For many, their actions were not just about policy, but about keeping the nation safe.
对许多人来说，他们的行动不仅仅是关于政策，而是关于保护国家安全。
Trump resumes leadership in America, and we are all witnessing history unfold.
川普重新领导美国，我们一起见证历史。
Real power is, I don't even want to use the word fear.
真正的权力是，我甚至不想使用这个词，恐惧。
Thanks for watching. Subscribe so you don't miss out on more amazing books.
谢谢收看，订阅以便不错过更多精彩好书。